Your good intention are not good enough. Now, you might want to know what am I talking about. You see, many of us have good intentions to do things, right? But your good intention is not enough to make you successful or to live a life of significance. And all of us want to know that our lives count, right? We all want to make a difference. We want to be successful, but all these are really great and good intention, right? But I will tell you, your good intentions are not good enough to achieve those things. And you will hear yourself, or maybe you hear people talking that, I really desire to start this training. I wish that I can lose so much pounds. Someday I will be doing this, or I want to start this. And you hear these words, hopefully I can do this. But these are all good intentions. These are words that you hear are just good intentions. But then intentional living is totally different. Your words change. Your words are like action. Instead, yes, there's the desire, but you go and act. The living intentionally means that you will strategize things. You don't fantasize that this is going to happen, but you go and develop your strategy. And, people, they say, someday I will become this. Someday I will do this. But guess what? Someday will never arrive because all that we have is now. I was speaking to someone earlier this week here, and they said that they want to go do something. They wanted to start their studies, or and I said, so they want to know if now is the right time. But I can tell you, if you look at your watch or your clock, and look at does it strike tomorrow, does it strike someday? All there is now. So intentional people who lives intentional lives, they are very disciplined. They don't say that somebody should do something about this here. They say I will, right? They're more active, and they're continual. So John Maxwell talks about intentional living, and he talks a lot about it in his book, intentional living. But listen to your words and see how those words are impacting you, because your good intentions of doing all these things that you said you want to do is not going to be enough for you to be successful, or for whatever it is that you are trying to achieve in this life. So John Maxwell explains that intentional living is characterized by three words. And these words start with deliberate, right? That you have to be deliberate when you want to achieve something. Being intentional never occurs by accident, he said. So it requires a person to think about his life. You have to consider, what is it that you want, where you want to go, and then plan for it. So intentionally doing it, deliberately doing something about your situation, deliberate about starting whatever, whether it's a program or whatever you're studying, or maybe it's a new job, maybe it's something new skills. You got to be deliberate in planning for that. It's not going to happen by just dreaming about it. Action. And then it talks about being next consistent, right? You have to be consistent. You cannot start something today and then stop tomorrow, or next week you come off of it. I know some of us already broke some of our New Year's resolution by now, but consistency, we learned that consistency compounds. And so being intentional requires a person to follow through every day, every week, every year. You cannot stop, and it's ongoing. So you see it as intentional living is more, as John Maxwell puts it, it's a journey and not a final destination. So it's a journey that daily you consistently do what it is that you want to do, so that you're taking steps closer to that. It's intentional. And then lastly, he says that third characteristics is that you must be willful. Being intentional is a choice, okay, and you must this choice you make on a daily basis. Continue making it, so that when you face obstacles or you face challenges in life, that it's a willful act of continuing despite. So it will take out of you to make a difference. It takes ongoing efforts. You got to be willful in what you're doing. And, John Maxwell said everything worthwhile in life is uphill, right? It's uphill, and we know uphill, it's harder to go up a hill or a flight of stairs than coming down it. So you have to be deliberate, you have to be consistent, you have to be willful to be able to accomplish and I would say be successful. So it's not about wishful thinking. All the things them that we said we want to do, it's all yes, good intentions. And I'm saying to you today, your good intentions are not going to be good enough for you to be able to live a successful life. Don't fall into that trap and just dream and dream and dream and then don't do anything about it. You got to start today. You got to take one step at a time. And when you live intentionally, it inspires you to make every day count. You do not wait for someday. Okay, when I get enough money, I am going to, take this trip here, or I'm going to start this study, or I'm going to, you know, spend time or buy myself this gift or whatever it is. When I have enough time, then I'm going to do this. When is the right time, I will be able to, maybe something with your family, whatever it is. There's never going to be a right time. Please know that. So, your good intentions of wanting to do all these things in your life, I'm telling you, there's never going to be the right time. The only thing is promised to you right now is now. So, be in the now. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is not guaranteed. Do not put off what you said you want to do. So I will challenge you today is that when you come off this video is look back at something that you said maybe last year that you said you wanted to do, something that you have been putting off for some time, and just go do it. One small step towards it. If it's a really big thing, then just one thing that will take you just on the path to start doing little by little so that you can achieve it. Whatever that is, whatever is that one thing that, you might have multiple things on your list that you keep procrastinating and you're not starting. And all your well intention of doing it, yes, 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 but it's not happening. Just challenge yourself today to go and start one little aspect of something that you have put off. Maybe something last year you wanted to start it this week, start it tomorrow. Go and just whatever little, if it's a phone call, if it's, it is something to write, so maybe it's a phone call, whatever that you kept putting off, that you are able to actually go and start it now. Your good intention is not good enough. Okay, intentional living, it will take something out of you that you will consistently do it until you achieve it. Okay, you got this and take care until I see you next week.